Today we are going to continue with the last topic. As you remember, our last topic was about cell, unit 2 of IGCSE. Now we are going to continue with another question. So we stopped in question number 30. So what is cytoplasm? So we must know that cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance which is found inside of the cells. So cells, what we have in here, a fluid-filled space is a jelly-like substance. Actually, cytoplasm is a name of area. So let's say that this is a membrane, and all inner area, like this area, will be known as cytoplasm. So it will be better to choose in here A. It's a fluid-filled space where we can find many organelles. Which structures are found in human sperm cell? You know that human sperm cell, it is a specialized cell in the human body. Not only in human, we can find also in animals. So they have three parts of the body. They have head region. This region is known as meat piece, and they have tail. You know the tail is a flagellum. Meat piece contains many mitochondria. In the head we have a nucleus, and we have in here acrosome. So cell membrane of course will be present. Cell wall not, because humans are animals and animals don't have cell wall. Haplonucleus will be present. So answer in here is B, answer of this question. Let's go to the question number 33. Shows an organ only, one organ. So first of all, you must know that organ is a group of tissues. It's a tissue group come together to make an organ. A can't be because it's just a cell. B is a tissue level. D is an organism. So an answer in here is C, because leaf is an organ. Which of these structures is a single tissue? Chloroplast is just an organelle. Urethra is an organ. Uterus is also organ. Answer is the phloem. Don't forget, guys, phloem and xylem are tissues because they made of similar cells. Which cell performs the function of contraction? Actually, contraction means that shortening. Contraction means that it is short. So as we said, it's a shortening. So firstly, we need to know that what are these cells. A is a plant cell, it's a palisade cell. B is a red blood cell. C is a typical animal cell. Generally, example in here is a liver cell. We generally use liver cell for it. So let's say that it is a liver cell. And D is a muscle cell. And muscles have this property. So muscles are contracting, and by contraction, which means that they shorten and they cause movement. Example, when this muscle is known as biceps muscle. When this biceps muscle shortens, so it is bending of arm. When triceps muscle shorten means becoming narrow, they are opening. So this is the example. So answer, as we said, is D in this question. Let's go to 36. Which is true for a liver cell? So liver cell, again, it is typical animal cell. It is animal cell. Animal cells don't have a large vacuole, no chloroplast, and no cell wall. Answer is D. What are the structures? Which structures are also found in a root hair cell? Root hair cell also contains nucleus. Root hair cell also contains cytoplasm. Root hair cell also contains membrane. So answer is all of them are present also in root hair cell. Which structure is found only in plant cells? So it is, of course, in this picture, according to the question, is chloroplast. But for now, I will give you one more information, guys. Chloroplast, actually, we are learning into two groups of living things. They are plants. So in kingdom plants, we have it. And also some protoctists. Some protoctists also have chloroplast, such as algae. In which tissue is this cell found? So as I said, this is a palisade cell. So palisade cell, of course, will be a part of palisade mesophyll tissue, or palisade tissue is also correct. Leaf epidermis cells are colorless. They don't have chloroplast, so you're eliminating A. Root epidermis also doesn't contain chloroplast. Xylem doesn't contain chloroplast. So by using chloroplast, we can eliminate 3 answers. What controls the passage of substances? You know that this is function of cell membrane. We know that cell membrane controls what enters in and out. So it is A. As you know, cell wall is fully permeable. It is fully permeable. Fully permeable means that it lets all substances to pass easily through it. 41. Which 2 features are found in both a root hair cell and red blood cell? Which 2 features are found in both a root hair cell and red blood cell? So, but let's say that answer actually is A, but I will give you explanation about other answers. Cell membrane vacuole is incorrect. Why? Because vacuole we are learning in root hair cell. Nucleus is incorrect because you know that red blood cells don't have a nucleus, so there's no nucleus in the red blood cells. So you're eliminating nucleus containing answers. Answer is A. Which diagram shows a cell from the liver? As we said, liver cell is a C. You know that A is a sperm cell, B is a red blood cell, C is a muscle cell. So in here you can see palisade cell, and answer of course is D. Which 2 functions does xylem perform? So guys, maybe you remember from science courses from the biology that xylem is needed for the transport of water and minerals. So its main function is transport of water and minerals. In here we have, instead of transport, they took conduction because conduction is also related with the transport. So we will have conduction. So let's eliminate A and C as a result. Contraction in here is incorrect because it belongs to the muscle. It's a muscle feature. So you are eliminating, let's say that. So we have B and D. Then support is correct. Answer is D. I will give you one information about support. Guys, don't forget in the xylem we have a substance known as lignin, which is needed for support. It is needed for support. Then question number 45. Which cell type contains the most chloroplasts? Most chloroplasts. Most chloroplasts belong in here to palisade. Actually, in this answer, we have chloroplasts in palisade cells and also in spongy mesophyll. But spongy mesophyll contains less chloroplast than palisade. Contain a cell nucleus. So first of all, nucleus, we don't have nucleus in the red blood cell. We have in the root hair and xylem vessel. I will give you one information, guys. Don't forget. Generally, in the xylem, there's no cytoplasm, there's no nucleus, or no membrane. Actually, in the xylem firstly is living, but by the time become non-living. And by being non-living, they are losing all inner parts. So in the xylem, we have only cell walls, let's say. It is unusual group of, let's say, cells. The answer is C. What is the function of structures labeled X? First of all, you must know that structures labeled as X are known as cilia. And this cell is known as ciliated cell. Ciliated cell. Where we can find, mostly we can find them in windpipe or in the trachea. What is the function they are saying? You know that the function of cilia is to carry mucus, guys. It carries the mucus towards mouth. So it moves from trachea towards mouth and carries them, as we said, to the mouth. Then, which labeled structures would also be found in an animal cell? Guys, you know that animals, first of all, let's find the names of these parts. W is a nucleus. X is a cell membrane. Y is a chloroplast. Z is a cell wall. And animal cells have membrane X and nucleus W. WX is correct answer. It is A. Diagram shows a palisade which structure produces oxygen. We must know that, dear students, oxygen produced by chloroplast. And in this picture, chloroplast is B. Which tissue is involved in contraction? Again, I said contraction is a feature of muscle, which is C. Which cell moves dust particles out of the body? First of all, dust particles are trapped by mucus, but carried by ciliated cell. Answer in here is A. What are structures P and Q? So as you see in here, we have human cell. This is P most probably. Q is a cell membrane because animals don't have wall. And P in here is just cytoplasm. So it is cytoplasm and cell membrane A because P is a cytoplasm. Which structure is at different level of organization from other three? You know that organization is this one: cell, tissue, organ system, and organism. These are 5 levels. Kidney is an organ, liver organ, testis organ, but neuron is just a cell. Answer is a C. Neuron, you know, is another name of nerve cell. Then 54, we need to find structures which are present in plant and animal cell. You know that cell wall belongs only to plant cells, so it is incorrect. This is correct, this is also correct, and this is incorrect. Let's go to cytoplasm. Yes, cytoplasm belongs to all living things. Let's look to the nucleus. Both cells have a nucleus. Answer is B. And you know that cells with a nucleus are known as eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell. 55. This is an example of course, in here you can see human eye, and eye is an organ. It is A, because it's made of different tissues. Which label line is incorrect? So be careful because they are asking incorrect one. So A, cell membrane, of course, false. Answer in here is A because A is not cell membrane. It is vacuole membrane. It's a vacuole membrane. B is correct. C is correct. D is also correct. Which label shows a cell? So we need to find a cell, guys. In here, cell is D. D is a cell. It is, you know, that is red blood cell. Red blood cell. One information, this is capillary blood vessel where blood cells are passing. C is a wall of alveoli. B is trachea. A is bronchiole. Which parts are not found in animal cells? Are not. So again, need to be careful. Are not found. Of course, animal cells don't have large vacuole. Animal cells don't have chloroplast. 1 and 4. We don't have 1, 4. Let's go to 5 also is correct. Cell wall. So 1, 4, 5 is correct. So we have D for 5. Which describes the structure and function of a red blood cell. So you know that red blood cell have disc-like shape. They are biconcave, but function is to carry oxygen. They carry oxygen. So transport of water is incorrect. Produces antibody, incorrect. Moves particles in the respiratory tract, false. Answer is D. Has no nucleus and transports substance. And you must know, dear students, this information that red blood cells, by losing nucleus, have more space. So without nucleus, they will have more space. They have more space for hemoglobin. So they will have more hemoglobin. You know, more hemoglobin means that there will be more oxygen transport. Which structures are adapted for supporting a plant? So Support is another function of xylem. So answer in here is D. The diagram shows another plant cell, which feature indicates that this is a palisade cell. Palisade cells have, as we said, many chloroplasts. Phloem is an example of tissue, as we said previously. It's a type of tissue. Which labeled structures are found in plant cells but not in animals? One of them is R, because R is a vacuole, we are learning it in plant cell. Another one is Q, because Q is a cell wall and we are learning it also in plant cell. We don't have in animal cell. R and Q, it is B. So there are 4 types of cells and you can see their names. Which feature is not common to all of these cells? Cell membrane is common. In every cell we can find. Cytoplasm is a common. All of them have cytoplasm. Nucleus is also common. But you must know that in white blood cell, nucleus is unusual. We are saying that they have lobed nucleus. Answer in here is C. Liver cell contains, let's say, 46 chromosome. White blood cell contains 46 chromosome in the nucleus. Guys, chromosomes are in the nucleus, don't forget. Sperm cells have also, sperm cells have 23 chromosome in here. But muscle cells are also body cells with 46 chromosomes. So chromosome numbers are, as you see, in sperm cells are lower than others. And if there will be half than other cell in biology, it's known as haploid. So sperm cells are haploid, but liver, white blood cell, and muscle cell are diploid. What are levels of organization of the wall of a villus and the small intestine? Actually, small intestine alone is an organ. It is an organ. But wall of villus, of course, can't be a cell because one cell how can make wall. So answer, of course, is a tissue. C. Which cell shows the position of the nucleus correctly? As we said, nucleus is one of the important organelle. It is one of the main organelle. And all organelles are in the cytoplasm. They are in the cytoplasm. Let's say. They are in the cytoplasm. So you can choose A because in A it looks like in the vacuole, false. You can choose C because it's not in the cell wall. But D is incorrect again because it's not in the vacuole. Answer is B in this question. Root hair cells are found on plant roots. Which feature would be present in a root hair cell but not a sperm cell? So root hair cell and sperm cell. So generally you know that root hair cells have this type of shape, but sperm cells have this type of shape. So cell membrane is common. Cell wall we are learning in root hair cell because it's a plant cell. Plants have cell wall, but animals don't have. The chloroplast will be absent in both of them because not all plant cells have it. Why do some root cells have root hairs? So root hairs are needed to increase the surface area for better absorption. It is needed for better absorption. It is needed for better absorption. 69. Which statement about cells or tissues is correct? Which statement is correct? Cells in the respiratory tract are long and thin. Muscle cells are biconcave. 100% it is false because this word belongs to red blood cell. Red blood cells have no nucleus. This is correct. Xylem vessels have ciliated cells. Of course, false. Ciliated cells belong to animals. Cells in the respiratory tract are long and thin. No, they needed to say that cells in the respiratory tract have many cilia. At what level of organization of a leaf? You know that leaf is a plant organ. So as a result, it will be an organ in this question. Let's go to the next question after 70. Which diagram shows a plant cell? This is easy, as you know. In here, plant cell is B. A is a nerve cell. C, D we know already, sperm cell and white blood cell. They are showing a liver cell, which structure is found in a palisade cell but not present in this liver cell. Of course, chloroplast is an answer. Which structures are found in a liver cell? So liver cells have cell membrane. They don't have cell wall because it is animal cell. They don't have chloroplast, no vacuole. They have cytoplasm and nucleus. Answer in here is C. In here you can see cross section of stem is an organ. Q shows the part that is stained red when the stem is placed. Actually, this question is about our future lessons, but I will give you one information that in here, Q is a xylem because xylem transports water. So answer is xylem. And phloem is in here. So outer part is phloem. Phloem transports organic substances. For which function is the cell adapted? You know that again, this is a root hair cell. It is adapted for better absorption of water and minerals. Which statement about xylem is correct? Xylem is correct. As we said, xylem transports water and mineral. So I'll write the functions in a simple way. So it transports water and mineral. One, it is needed for support of plant cell. Others, as we said, you know that xylem loses its nucleus. There is no cytoplasm, no membrane. So D is better answer. It is no longer living. Which of these tissues is not part of the organ with which it is paired? So ciliated cells belong to animals' trachea. So they are not in the root. They are not. And they are saying like which is not correct. So answer is A. Muscle, yes, we can find muscle in the intestine because intestine carries food because of the muscle. Nervous tissue make brain, correct, and xylem is a part of the leaf, it's also correct. But again, ciliated cells belong to animals, but root is a plant organ. In which labeled part of the cell is sugar made? Sugar made by chloroplast, which is B in this question. The diagram shows a bacterial cell. How is this cell different from a typical animal cell? How is this cell different from a typical animal cell? So you must know that in a typical animal cell, different. So it has no nucleus as answer is D. Because we know that animal cells have a nucleus where DNA is located. But in here you can see that their DNA is free in the cytoplasm. Which are plant cells? So it is actually easy to find. So if there's cell wall, it's a plant cell. So Q is a plant cell, T is a plant cell. So Q and T are plant cells. Others are animal cells. Answer is C. Which series of terms is listed in order of increasing level of organization? So they are asking increasing level of organization. Of course, we need to begin with the cell, then tissue, then organ. Answer is B. Tissue, and which one is organ? Tissue is a group of liver cells. It is correct. Organ, xylem, false, because xylem is also tissue. A group of pulsate cells, yes, it's correct. Stomach is also correct. Answer is B. In C, problem that brain is organ, not tissue. And D, reproductive system is not tissue. It is made of like many organs. Which labels are correct? So Q 100% shows inside of the vacuole. Q shows vacuole. So let's eliminate A and C. For P, as you see, it goes to the inner part. So guys, don't forget this is a membrane in here, what we see. So it is B. So P shows membrane. In this picture, you can see a root. Of course, organ will be R. So R is an organ, which includes all of them. P shows just one root hair cell. So P is a cell. Q we can choose as a tissue. So Q is a tissue. And there's only one answer where Q is a tissue. Answer is B. Which structure is not present? Is not. So there's a nucleus, as you see, and answer is B, cell wall. You know that in this picture there's no cell wall. Which pair of statements about a plant cell is correct? Is correct, they're asking. Outer surface of a cell, and it is a plant cell. You know that outermost part of plant cell is a cell wall. So let's eliminate A and B. And position of vacuole will be in the cytoplasm. It is, of course, surrounded by cytoplasm. It is D. Which feature do animal cells share with plant cells? Animal cells don't have chloroplast, but they have cytoplasm and they have a nucleus. Answer is C in this question. Thank you for listening, guys. Let's stop in here. So today, nearly we solved together with more than 50 questions. If you have any question, you can write. I will try to answer. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.